What is going down? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Quick discussion I want to have, and I want to talk about the PlayStation 5. Yes, there's some PlayStation 5 rumors flying around these anime fucking streets, and I want to kind of lay a little bit down. I'll give you guys some information from what I've heard. It's not necessarily good news if you're, a PlayStation guy, and it's talking about cross-platforming, basically what I'm referring to. Give you a perfect example of what that is if you're not familiar. Basically, if a new system comes out and they come out with a game exclusive to that system, first-party game, usually what they end up doing is they'll make that game for the current system as well. So if you had a PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4 just came out and they came out with a game exclusive to that system, what they would usually do within that first year and a half window is they would make sure that the PlayStation 3 got that game as well. Now, when you're talking about third-party games, which is games that are available on all systems for the most part, that's not going to be a problem. Madden comes out for the PlayStation 4. It'll also come out for the PlayStation 3. It's just the PlayStation 3 has their version, which is a weaker version than the PlayStation 4. But when you're talking about new games going on into the future, and I'm talking about PlayStation 5, apparently they're not going to be doing that. So all the games that are exclusive to Sony, they're not going to be making a downgraded version, if you will, for the PlayStation 4. So you basically have to have a PlayStation 5 to play those games. Those are what people are talking about. That's what people are saying, out here in these video game streets. And I'm cool with it. And I'm only cool with it because I'm going to be hitting the PlayStation 5 day one. And that's because of the backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4 anyway. So I don't know about PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility, but I guess we'll know more as time goes by. But as far as PlayStation 4 is concerned, I guess some people might feel a certain type of way about that, especially if you don't plan on getting a PlayStation 5, right out the bat. I mean, up until this point, guys, I have not ever bought a system day one. I waited a year at least before I went in and bought a new system, because usually when the game systems come out, man, there's no fucking content. I mean, there's no games, not anything that I would, justify paying all that money for like one game, maybe two games. I'm waiting for like, 5-10 games that, I eventually want to get my hands on. Then I'd start thinking about making that fucking purchase. That's just me. That's just how I deal with it. And most people, I think, do it the same way. If you just don't have $400, $500, $600 laying around the house. And for a lot of people who don't have that money and who won't have that money when the time comes, they might be a little salty when, maybe we get a new Spider-Man game. And, because let's keep it real with each other, the new Spider-Man game is not going to be coming out on the PlayStation 4. It's going to be coming out on the PlayStation 5. And that's something that I'm sure a lot of you guys will want to get your hands on. And if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you're not going to be able to do it if these rumors bear fruit, if they're true. And the source is supposedly, a really reliable source, and who's pretty much everything he's reported has been on point. That's what I'm getting from it. I think the guy's name, if I can find it in my notes, Jason Schreier is the guy who is giving out this information. I'm not familiar with this guy, but apparently a lot of people are in the video game industry when it comes to news. So he's the one saying that this is going to happen, this is going to take place. And, I'm just going to get my mind ready for it. If that is the case, I'm buying it day one anyway. But if you guys aren't going to be buying the system day one, then you might want to be thinking about that. I'm not sure what games are going to be available day one. Like I said, I'll be utilizing basically the hardware of the system for my other PlayStation 4 games. In other words, no loading time, less loading times, a little bit better fidelity, and just a better experience. It's kind of like you'll be playing, a PlayStation Pro or something like that. Because I don't even have a Pro. I have the basic PlayStation 4. I don't see a reason to upgrade to a PlayStation Pro right now, especially when the 5 is right around the corner. That's just my opinion. That's just how I'm doing it. But With that being said, guys, I just wanted to do a quick video about this. Maybe you guys knew about it, maybe you didn't. Something to keep in mind if you don't plan on buying a PlayStation 5 on day one, or anytime soon, if you're trying to wait for whatever reason. So thought I'd put that information out there and hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I drop content all the time. I have a podcast that I do every Monday. I talk about anime, I talk about video games. Those are my two favorite things to do in my free time, watch anime and play games. So if you like that type of stuff, nerd culture, if you like those kind of conversations, I think you enjoy the podcast. The link will be in the description. I have a Discord on the way as well. So with all of that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Riding in the capsule corporation spaceship with the top down, dreaming of you kissing me all over with your top down. Let's get away from here.